Welcome to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to go in great detail and talk about a very special play to earn game. It's called Cloneverse. I'm going to go in great detail and talk about what this project is about, who are its partners are, and what is the game, the roadmap, and the collection. I'm going to rate this particular project and give you a complete breakdown with the comparison with other projects that I've reviewed. You can check those projects out on my channel, The Educational Network. The purpose of this video is to give you a complete knowledge and breakdown based on facts and figures, so you can actually understand that do you want to actually invest in this product or not. Now, cloneverse.space is the website. I'm going to put the link of it in the description below of this video. You can head over there and check it out. This is a 3D on-chain play to earn strategy games that is build your space colony earned with a Cloneverse. The Twitter is available, the Discord is available, they've connected it, and it's also available on OpenSea. The mint lands over here, the read white papers are over here, and the OpenSea can be clicked and seen. Now, the actual homepage I feel has covered every single aspect. So this is one of the best things that any project can do, where it has everything on the homepage. So it gives you a clear indication. It shows exactly what the project is about. So kudos to that. The actual developers and the minds behind the strategy did it right. And for that reason, this particular homepage is going to get 10 out of 10. Job well done over here. And as I scroll down, it lands on this page that talks about the land's public mint, which is going to be on the 29th June 2022 on 4 p.m. and it's going to be worth 0.1 Ethereum. And the mint land, you can click it, you can go over there and check it out. They also have a video of it, and I feel that is one of the best things that any project can do, to give a clear description of the project with a video, not a static but a dynamic imagery that shows what the land is about. So clearly this shows that this is a project that understands strategy, that understand what it needs to show up their potential NFT buyers, that knows exactly what it's doing. So that reason, I'm going to give this at least a 9 out of 10. The only mark I'm taking out on this is that I feel that should be more information that they should share. So the About Us section is quite interesting. The year is 2022, where people have settled in the planet in distant cold 16 left after the explosion of the hot star G2V. Only 3,333 clones remain on the cold planet. They were created for the production of coil energy, which has become the main currency and a symbol of power. Now they rised and started building their own world, the Cloneverse, starting building their colony, earn and become the most powerful clone on the Cloud 16. So this is the About. I feel they've done a good job. A little bit more explanation could be over here, and I feel they should add some attachment over here to give a little bit more details about the different NFTs that you could get. At least a couple of pictures is going to go a long way, and for that reason I'm going to give this project an 8 out of 10 for the About section. Now coming to the partners, who are they in partnership with? They have only two names over here, which is Liquidity and Sprint, but they have not got any detail as to what kind of partnership they have with these two organizations. And that is lacking. And if you look at the bigger names in the industry and the strategy that they've followed, you can clearly see that they actually give a breakdown to what kind of partnership that they have to give that assurance to potential NFT buyers, so they understand what kind of partnership, what kind of advantage they tend to have with different organization. So I feel this is a weak section that needs to be worked on. Anyone that is watching from Cloneverse, I suggest that you work on this particular area. I'm going to give this at least a 3 out of 10. It included it, and they put names and they put partners, so get 3 marks. I'm going to take 7 marks off. Now looking at the game itself, it gives you a breakdown of the land. It gives you a breakdown that what you'll need a land and some workers to start building your colony, the recycle resources and craft new items. So they have their chips, silicon, plastic, and power cell. You can earn and you can trade. So the utilities over here, they're talking about the utility. It's being displayed directly. You can conquest new lands. So there is a new land that you can attack and take over. So obviously there's more utility to it. You can evolve with the Cloneverse, where the clone researchers are always working on new inventions to develop whole colony civilizations, new buildings, land types, game mechanics will appear on the technology builds. So I feel generally they've given a good description of the game. This is not the roadmap. but it is just the breakdown of how the game is going to function. It is good. I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. I feel there is still more information that they can add, make it a little bit more dynamic. It's still static. I feel they've rushed the game outlook over here. They could do a better job considering how strong they started with their homepage, but it is getting weaker and weaker as we go down. So this is going to get an 8 out of 10. The reason why I like the fact they included it. Now coming to the roadmap, you can clearly see on 5th of February 2022, the clone pre-sales were done. They've mentioned they were finished, and then they go forward to March and April 2022 with the clone add-ons were done, and they mentioned that. But the only thing that I don't like is the fact that there's not a lot of information to be given. They're giving dates, they're giving what they've done, but where are the explanation of what is going to happen and what they're doing? Now, if you look at the roadmap, for example, for the Bored Ape Yacht Club or Meta Avatars or any of the 2022 upcoming NFTs, the main thing that you're going to see is the fact that they have a detailed breakdown of what they're doing. Like I said, Cloneverse started very strong with their homepage, but every single section after that is getting weaker and weaker. Now, looking at the roadmaps of the established NFTs, you will see that they've got it right. They have applied the right strategy, and I feel Cloneverse is lacking over here. And for that reason, I'm going to give them a 4 out of 10. They've mentioned the dates, they've mentioned what they're doing, but there's no information in regards to what has happened. There should be links that they need to put to ensure that we as NFT enthusiasts can actually check out what is happening. I like the fact that they mentioned to read their white paper, but if you don't want to read the white paper, you need to have some bullet points, some information that can make me want to read the white paper. So this is another tip for you guys to take into consideration and definitely apply it on your website. Now, looking at the Cloneverse lands, you have your basic, you have your rare, you have your epic. So I like the fact that they mentioned what kind of variety they tend to have and what each one of them means. So this is a good thing over here with the collection itself. They've shown what the actual NFT is going to be like. And let's see if we can change this around. I think the usability is over here is a little bit not that easy to use. So they definitely need to apply over here. You have to move it with the keyboard. It can't move with the mouse. So that is something that's lacking. But the other thing with the collection, they're not really mentioning the different elements whenever the NFT changes. So what is the utility? What is the difference between each of the NFTs and why should we get it? That is something that needs to be told, that needs to be reflected, that needs to be added on. I'm going to give this 5 out of 10. They've covered the basic stuff, but they've not gone into great detail. You need to give more elements over here to give a person a better understanding of why this NFT's utility and the difference between each one of them is available. Coming to the core team, we have the CEO, the art director, and the CTO, as well as the individuals who are leading the community and the marketing and the finances. Now, I like the fact that they've put pictures and not just NFTs for themselves, which is an excellent approach that they've taken. The thing that they're lacking in, and the thing that I'm going to take marks off for them, is the fact that they have not given the social media handles for these individuals, for their core team. So definitely add the social media. I want to see what experience this team tends to have, what products they've created, what NFTs that they've developed, what projects that they've worked on, what organizations they're affiliated with. And obviously that gives me an understanding that do they have the experience or not. So generally, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 for the sheer reason they have real names, they have real pictures. We can search them. We would have to do our own research to find these individuals. But if they include their social media handles, that would be an add-on to give them a 10 out of 10. So 7 out of 10 over here for their team. Now, looking at the fact that they have their Discords, which is very good, where they have placed it over here, and on the top, you can join the white lit raffle, which is a good thing that they've done, and their Twitter handle. So generally, the project is good. It has potential. It has the ability to make waves in the industry. And for that reason, I'm going to generally give them a 7 out of 10 as a project. There are areas that they need to work on. There's areas that they need to develop. There's areas that need more focus on, which I feel that should really look into. And if they need any support and assistance, you can always reach out to me. My WhatsApp number is available in the About Us section on my channel on the Educational Network. And if anyone's watching and thinking of investing in this particular project, I will say that please do your own due diligence before investing and do not invest more than you're willing to lose. You can join my WhatsApp group, and the group link is going to be in the description of this video. Also in the About Us section of my channel, you can head over there and join the group so you're always up to date with what is happening in the NFT world. If you have not subscribed to my channel, guys, do subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Share this video with your friends and with your families and anyone that is thinking about investing and getting the NFT for Cloneverse, so they have the right information based on facts and figures and ratings. Stay tuned for my next video. Until then, take care.